Hello friends and welcome back to Rise with Raman. We always talk about buying and selling homes, but never about actually building a home. So today we are going to go over how to build your dream home. Isn't it an interesting topic? Before we start, make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel so you are the first one to know when I post a new video. Building a home is no simple task. You will need to learn a lot about the process and get help from others who know even more or are familiar with the process. If you want your project to go over smoothly, be completed quickly and remain within the budget. In this video, we will cover what you need to know when building a home in Ontario and what you can expect from this process. So why consider building your dream home? There are many reasons why you may choose to build your own home. The most obvious is the benefit of total customization. Everything from the land you built on up to the roof on the top can be made exactly to your liking. You can design the layout of your home to reflect your family's need and accommodate for things like entertainment, hobbies, workspaces, and more. You can choose the exact finishes you want in kitchen and bathrooms, whereas resale buyers may need to undergo expensive renovation to meet their needs. You will also get to choose your own location. Wherever you can buy land, you can build a home. You are also getting a brand new house. Since land and homes grow in value over time, you are essentially getting your home for the best price it may ever be sold for. The first step to building a home is to find a land that is suitable to build on. To find the right land, you need to ask yourself a few questions that will determine what is suitable. Firstly, how big of a land do you want? This will determine not only how big your home can be, but also how much extra land you will have beyond your home. The grade of the land can also come into play if you want to build a home with a walkout basement. Do you want to be in or near a particular city? This will help narrow your choices to a certain area and also help you to get a rough idea of how much you can expect to spend. Generally, new builds in a city will be more expensive than rural builds due to the difficulty of building in a developed area and extra cost for things like permits for demolishing an existing building. You should also consider other factors that can add to the cost of your project. For example, if you are buying a raw land, it may be cheaper, but you will spend a lot extra to remove trees and rocks to prepare the building site. Luckily, in the province of Ontario, you have no shortage of options for land. Take your time to find what works for you. It's not easy to move your home once it has been built. Land is listed for sales a lot like homes are, and there are realtors who specialize in land purchases. And of course, don't forget to contact SaveMax if you need help purchasing a land. Once you have found a land, it is time to actually figure out exactly what you want to build. In this step of the process, you will need to determine the actual layout and design of your home as well as the logistics of who is going to build it and when. The process of designing a custom home is something that takes a considerable amount of skill. So while it may be fun to imagine your own plans, you will need to work with an architect to turn them into a reality. You will be able to have input on the design, but the architect provides the necessary technical knowledge to make sure that whatever you come up with is actually a sound and safe structure. Before we continue the video, make sure to subscribe and like. Let's continue. Custom homes can be exciting, but they can also be a lot more expensive. There's another option for new builds known as production home. Production home builder offer a range of pre-designed home plans with general prices you can expect to pay. You may also be able to choose features such as finishes, paint colors, but you will not have as many customized options. In return, your new build will be a bit cheaper and can be put together faster, avoiding the potential delays of custom homes. The most important step in new home construction is having someone actually build the home. So your choice of contractor will be an important decision you make in this process. One of the biggest factors in choosing a contractor comes down to the production or custom home option, with some builders specializing in one or the other. When looking for a builder, you need someone who is reliable and have a good track record of finishing projects on time and fits into your budget. You should look up reviews and testimonials from past clients to get an idea of how the builder works and look at some of their past builds to know if they are the right one for you. Again, take your time with this decision. A bad contractor can be a major headache to work with and can even potentially lead to a poorly built home. You should seriously consider shopping around for multiple different builders in your area. Builders can offer you quotes on how much your project will cost. You may also be able to get a rough estimate through one of many online construction cost calculator or do your own estimate by hand. But a builder will be most suited to determine based on the individual needs of your project. Once you have found a builder you like, you should pay attention to the contract you reach with your builder. Take note of what is and isn't included, such as driveways, landscaping, or building permit cost. Also pay attention to what happens in the event your builder needs to increase the cost. These days, material cost can be unpredictable. If your quote doesn't account for those sort of things, you may find yourself facing some costly surprise down the line. So, how long does it take to build a new home? The process of new home construction is not something that you get done over a weekend. Even at its fastest, you are still looking at the better part of a year from planning to moving in. This time only increases with the size and complexity of the project. Generally, the planning stage including design, acquiring a building permit, and preparing to build can take 3 to 4 months. This is assuming the people you hire don't have other projects on the go and are able to start right away. The bulk of the structure will also take about 3 to 4 months to build. In Ontario and most of the Canada, this part of the process must be completed in a timely manner, so most of the building is completed from spring to fall as winter conditions can seriously complicate the process. Once the exterior structure is completed, the job is not yet done. All of the interior parts of the house can take another 3 months to finish and perform all of the last checks before you can take possession. Just remember that these numbers are only rough estimate, as various factors can slow down or speed up a new home project. In general, the complete design and construction process will take about 7 months at the fastest or 2 years for a more complex build. Now let's move on to one of the most important aspects, costs. The price of your new home is going to depend generally on the land you choose to buy and where you are deciding to build. So it is hard to determine an exact price. According to Stats Canada, the average cost per acre of farmland in Canada was about $12,000 in 2020, and that has likely gone up since. A 2022 Canadian construction cost guide from Altus Group lists the construction cost per square feet of a detached home in Toronto at up to $260 per square feet or up to over $1,000 per square feet for a custom-built home. Note that these are only construction costs and may not account for some other costs. And building in Toronto may be more expensive than in many other areas in the province. Overall, a new built home is at best comparable in price to a similar resale home and easily much more depending upon the project. For the truly custom experience, you will need to pay a premium over a less personalized production or a kit home. Construction is expensive and most people who choose to build a home will likely need a bit of help to cover the cost. Luckily, like buying a resale home, there are financing options available for new builds, though they work a bit differently. The most common form of financing is known as a construction mortgage or construction loan. These loans can help cover the home construction as well as the cost of buying land. Because vacant land does not have as much value to secure your loan against, your lender may require a higher down payment for a construction loan, perhaps up to 30 to 40%. It may also be harder to get a construction mortgage as a first-time buyer, as many borrowers choose to take out money against their existing home equity to fund a building project. There are two common types of home construction loans, known as completion mortgage and a draw or process mortgage. In a completion mortgage, you don't receive the loan until the project is complete, allowing you to adjust your needed budget as you go. With a draw or progress mortgage, your loan will be a set amount that can be drawn at certain points or milestone during the build process. Your lender may have some specific requirements when approving you for a construction loan. This may include things like completing the project by a set date, working with a specific builder, and many more. They will also want to see a solid estimate from your builder before approving any loans. In conclusion, building a home in Ontario is a very exciting and rewarding experience. Though it may be more complicated than a resale home and can take a bit longer, the final result is a completely new home built just to your liking. Hopefully, you now know a bit more about the process of building a new home in Ontario. After watching this video, what do you think? Would you prefer to buy a resale home or would like to build your own dream home? Put in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more. Thank you very much.